Welcome back again to this channel, Wonders of Disability. I am so happy to be back here again with my Journey with Disability Part 6. And for those who do not know me, my name is Zarana Ayadeli. I am an early childhood special education teacher, and I'm licensed in the state of New York and in the state of New Jersey. And I currently provide ABA services and special instruction services to children who are on the spectrum in early intervention. I also offer private services to families and children, helping children to make a healthy homeschool connection by giving strategies and goals to families on how to work with them. And I will leave my information in the description box below if you may need my services. So with that said, I'm going to still honor people of color on this channel, and I'm going to introduce you to a woman by the name of Lisa Nichols. I don't know if you ever heard of her on social media, but she is a wonderful motivational teacher. She first started out motivating teens to reach their highest potential, and now she's an entrepreneur. She's also an author. And she does a lot of motivational speaking and teaching, and she has a lot of good stuff out there. She speaks on, this journey that we have to go on to be healed so that we can reach our highest potential and our, God-given birthright, so that we can offer our services to people who need it. And she also talks about failure, like failure is good. And it's good because it's about the getting back up. It's about the bouncing back up. When we fall, we get back up. When we fall again, we get back up. We don't stay there. And she also talks about consistency and having a consistent action on a daily basis. She has a lot of programs, and a lot of people gave testimonies on how her programs really changed their lives. So check her out. She's on, YouTube and other social media platforms. So with that said, I'm going to continue on with speaking with my journey with disability. And the last video I spoke about me having this voice in back of my mind saying that I wasn't, was I good enough? And also I spoke of, not being affirmed as a child. And growing up, it was really rough for me. I grew up in the 70s and the 80s, and I grew up in the South Bronx, and especially in the 80s when, crack cocaine hit every major city in the United States during the 80s. And, the South Bronx was already rough. So when crack cocaine hit the streets, it really destroyed families. I mean, it was like ghost town in my neighborhood, and it created a toxic environment, an environment full of abuse and drugs and alcoholism. It was horrible. And also, fighting my way through school. When I went to junior high school, I went to IS 22 in the South Bronx, and it was rough. I was fighting every day, and it was a point that my parents didn't even know. They did not know that I wasn't even in school anymore. For like that whole year, I did not go to school. And I was so afraid. I was so fearful, and I was a lot smaller back then. I'm a big girl now, of course, but I was very small and frail at that time. So I also, growing up with, I ended up, suffering with depression in my teenage years. And then on top of that with the trauma, and then on top of that with the disability. And then I got pregnant at early age at 19. I did not even know how to take care of myself. And then I became a mother. So it was really rough. And then I end up, moving out of my mother's house at 21 years old, and it was rough. So, going through my 20s and then my 30s, at the age of 33, I became a Christian, and I was very, very religious. And it served me at that time because I came out of a lot of stuff. But still, I went on the path of finding my spirituality. And now I'm on a path of healing because all of that trauma I never dealt with, and now I'm beginning to deal with the trauma, dealing with the pain, dealing with all of this stuff that I buried. And it's very important. This message is for parents. It's very important that that we deal with our trauma, because we pass down these traumas to our children, unawares, not really even knowing that we're doing that. And then children, our children pick up on this trauma, and it becomes generational. So it's so important that we start the path of healing. And, we all have trauma, and it's okay that, we understand that. But when we know better, we do better. And then we get the chance to, when we go on that path of healing, that we can teach our children, even if they are adult children, we can teach our children to understand their emotions and to self-affirm and to understand that when they understand their emotions, they understand themselves, and then they will be able to have emotional literacy by understanding others. So, with that said, I'm going to stop here because it's so much more to unravel. And I just want to continue to encourage you guys to subscribe to this channel. And not only that, leave a comment and hit the like button, and especially leaving a comment, so I can know how I'm doing with offering you all some information and more information that you would need. So if the more that you interact with me, the more that I would be able to understand more content that I need to come up with to put on this channel. So with that said, I'm sending my peace, love, and blessings. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much.